Honeys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, hi, my name is Sandy Harkeen and I absolutely love makeup, so thank you so much for joining me today. And for today's video, you guys, I'm going to be creating this eyeshadow look, well, makeup look in general, using a lot of like drugstore products today, and this is definitely a Thanksgiving drugstore makeup glam look. And so I really wanted to create something with drugstore products. I know that I normally play with a lot of high-end makeup. Of course, it's also one of my favorite makeup products to use are high-end makeup, but as well as drugstore. I do use a lot of drugstore makeup throughout the week. So today I just wanted to sit here and actually film this makeup look for you guys. So I hope that you all enjoy it. So without further ado, before we do jump into the tutorial, please subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Honey family. And of course, give this video a big thumbs up if you already like this nice bronzy makeup look. Do recreate this, please tag me on social media. I would love to see your recreations. And of course, you guys, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you are notified every single time that I upload a new video. Los quiero mucho, besos, and I hope that you all enjoy this makeup tutorial. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to be using the Profusion Chocolates 21 Shade Eyeshadow Palette. So I'm going into my Morphe, the M433, and I'm going into the color Likeable, which is a nice light brown eyeshadow, and we're going to be using this as our transition color today. And I'm going to place this all over our crease area, and I'm going to feather it out all the way towards the brow bone, but with a very light pressure because you want the transition color to be very soft and seamless, and getting it ready for all of the other colors that we're going to layer on. The next color I'm going to pick up is the color Fuse, which is a nice chocolate brown, and I'm going to place this right in the crease, and I'm also going to use this to smoke out the outer corner in advance since we are doing a half cut crease. So basically what I'm doing is just patting in the color and then blending back and forth windshield wiper motions. And as always, you guys, you always want to use very light pressure when it comes to blending eyeshadows. Don't go in there super hard and then expect it to blend. Remember to always use a very soft hand and be very gentle when it comes to the eyeshadows. So pack and blend back and forth, and then of course build up the intensity as much as you wish. Now it's time to carve out my crease, you guys, and I'm going into my Morphe, the M170-8 brush, and the BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer in the shade 105. Now I do go a little bit higher than my lid space. Totally up to you. It's your, use your best judgment of what you want, but the reason why I do it is just because I really want the eyeshadows to stand out, and yeah, whatever works for you, but I really like to take it a little bit further up. So I was really debating on what color I wanted to go into because all of these shimmery eyeshadows from this palette are so stunning, but I decided to go into the color Focus, and we're going to place this more towards like the outer corner, because I really want like something more darker, that's more shimmery at the outer corners. That way when we do go in with the color Fuse again to smoke out the edges, I really want it to blend in really well. And then I go into the color Sunny, and I place this all through the inner and blend it out towards the center with Focus. Now you want to blend both of these together so that way it just looks really pretty and really seamless. And then I do go back and pick up the color Fuse and using the Morphe M433, and I go and start to darken up the outer corners. You definitely want to use patting motions, you guys, when you are darkening up the outer corner, and just blend a little bit towards like the center and the crease. The really cool thing, you guys, about these eyeshadows is that I'm super impressed. They are drugstore, but they blend so well and they're very smooth on the skin. So I really enjoy that, especially when it comes to drugstore eyeshadows. I tend to struggle sometimes, but I'm really obsessed with this eyeshadow palette. I was debating on doing a wing, but I guess I'm gonna do a wing, but I'm gonna keep it very skinny and very thin, and I'm using the Shwing Black Liquid Eyeliner from the BALM Cosmetics. It's definitely one of my favorite eyeliners, you guys. It dries matte and it doesn't go anywhere. Another really good drugstore liner is from Wet n Wild. They have a really good one too, but I actually ran out, so this is the only one that I have, but which is also one of my favorites too. Alright guys, so for individual lashes, I know that a lot of people get really scared when it comes to applying these, but trust me, it is like the most easiest thing ever. So normally I place the glue on the back of my hand like this and I let it get tacky. It's the easiest way to apply these, because if you do apply this with really wet glue, it's gonna slip and slide everywhere. And also just make sure that your tweezers are clean. Make sure that there's no dirt on them or any glue. Make sure there's no mascara, because the individual lashes will not stick. They will stick to the tweezers. So I know it can be very intimidating, but the most important part, you guys, is to have patience, and trust me, the outcome is gonna be life-changing. You're gonna be like, what the heck, I should have done this a long time ago. The glue is getting really tacky already, as I can see it. Now with your tweezers, you wanna make sure that you hold it, you know how we normally hold our tweezers like this? I tend to hold it like this, con la puntita like this, and then you have a mirror, and make sure that the mirror is faced down this way. That way you can go ahead and place them correctly onto your skin. So on your eyelashes, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it like this and make sure that it's pointed up. You pick one up, you dip it into the glue, and you want to place like that. So very, very simple, and repeat the same thing all over, and you want to place them right next to each other. Now my left side, you guys, is really hard sometimes. So you're doing the exact same thing, picking up the lash just like that and dipping into the glue. But you can also adjust your elbow and take it all the way up like this. I know that a lot of people tend to get scared and they're like, oh my god, like how do I do this side? Trust me, you guys, move your body as much as you need to make it work and apply that eyelash. Guys, once you are comfortable with how dry the lashes are, I'm gonna go ahead and start to curl them, and I'm using this little MAC curler from MAC Cosmetics that you can definitely get at your local MAC store or even online. I absolutely love this curler just because it's easier for me. I really like it because I can get into like little sections like this and then just curl the lashes. I am gonna go in with the long lashes, and I'm gonna start to place them like right here in the center only, and then just kind of whatever I feel like. It does give it more of a wispy look, so definitely customize it as you wish and what you like. So now it's time to highlight my brow bone, you guys. I'm going to go into the color Gentle, and it's a matte eyeshadow. I really want to keep my brow bone really matte. And I'm using a Morphe brush that came in a set. So unfortunately, it does not have a number, but you can use any brush, whatever works for you. Now to warm up my lower lash line, you guys, I'm going to go into this BISSU Tinta Line eyeliner, and it's in the shade Tono 04, and this is a brand that you can only buy in Mexico, but I'll definitely find the website and list it down below for you guys. But I absolutely love their pencils because it is waterproof, and to blend out, they are a dream. They definitely remind me a lot from Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On eye pencils, but definitely more affordable. If you do have a girlfriend that's going to Mexico, hit her up and let her know that you want some. And then I'm going to go into the color Fuse, and I'm going to go ahead and just smoke out the liner. Going into the liquid eyeliner, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and drag it towards the outer corner of my lower lash line. And while it's still wet, I'm going to go back into the palette and pick up the color VIP, which is a black matte shade, and smoke that out. And to smoke out the liquid liner while it's still wet, I'm using the Morphe S28. And the reason why I like the liner to be wet is because it's easier to move around. So that's a really cool tip if you ever want to smoke out liquid liner. As soon as you apply it, go in there with eyeshadow and start to blend it out before it dries. And I absolutely love doing that. It just makes the eye look a little bit darker and more sharp and clean. Now it's time for skin, you guys. I'm going to go into the COVERGIRL True Blend Base Business Primer, and it's a pore minimizing primer. I absolutely love it, and it's from the drugstore. And then for foundation, I'm going to go into the NYX Cosmetics Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation, and I am in the shade Buff. It's one of my favorite drugstore foundations, you guys, of all time. It literally lasts all day for me, and it's very, very comfortable too on the skin. It definitely does not feel like I have so much makeup on, and for a drugstore product, like, it's definitely worth every penny. Time for concealer. I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics, the Studio Pro, the one that we used earlier to cut our crease, in the shade 105. I'm going to go ahead and set my face, you guys, using my AIRSPUN loose face powder, and it's in the shade Naturally Neutral. Now it's time to warm up our face. I'm going to go into the Profusion Cosmetics, the 5-color face palette, and I'm going to take the bronzer shade. So I'm going to go ahead and use a Morphe brush and start to warm up my face because we're starting to look like Casper the Ghost. I absolutely love this palette, you guys, because you get the bronzing, the bronzer, and then you have 3 blushes and 1 huge highlighting, like, highlighter pan. So you can definitely take this on vacation or on the go, and you have every single shade that you need. Of course, if you are my skin tone or even more pale, that bronzer color is perfect for us pale sisters. But of course, if you are darker, that's definitely not going to work for you. You could probably even just use it as a blush. I took a little break with Coco. She wouldn't stop bugging me, so I had to pick her up and pay her a little attention. She is so needy and always wants attention. Now I'm going to go into the blush, and then the color that's right next to that blush color, you guys, I'm going to place just a little bit and mix it together because I really like the color of that blush. It's just way too dark to wear it alone. And not to worry, you guys, Profusion definitely has more different bronzers and more blushes and more highlighters that can fit everyone's skin tone. So once you have bronzed up your nose, I'm going to go into the highlighter that's in the palette, and it's so pigmented, you guys, as you guys just saw, and I'm going to place some on my nose. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Definitely a really good payoff for drugstore. Now I'm not going to add any on my cheeks because I already applied the 2 blushes that have a little bit of shimmer. I'm just going to apply it on my Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, and on the bridge of my nose. For mascara, I'm going to go into the COVERGIRL Peacock Flare Mascara. Alright guys, now it's time to add the final touch. I'm going to go into my NYX lip pencil in the shade Beyond Nude, and then for lipstick, I'm going to go into the COVERGIRL number 255 Tempting Toffee, which is only $5.94. You can find it at Walmart, and they do have 48 new shades, you guys, so definitely check out those new lipsticks. It is a cream formula, so your lips will be more hydrated and look more radiant, and also very healthy, but it still provides a really good color payoff, which I am absolutely in love with this shade, which I will definitely be using again. That is it, you guys, for today's video. Hope that you all enjoyed this drugstore fall Thanksgiving makeup look. If you guys did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know which one was your favorite part. And of course, have a beautiful Thanksgiving with all of your family and friends. Los quiero mucho, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Besos. Bye.